Emotions exist within each of us, for it is what makes us human. It dominates our views of the world and hence our ways of living. It influences our thoughts and actions, and therefore our future prospect. It allows us to feel alive, to be connected to another, and to be moral and virtuous with our decisions in life. It is the animalistic part that lives within us, the ancient biological system that have provided us motivations to live and fight and survive and fulfill our desires as emotional beings. It is in our human nature, for which no one can deny it, nor can escape it, nor can exist without it. Emotions give us power, the ability to exert influence in many aspects of our life, and it serves best to those who can master such an instinctive force of the human nature. It gives colors to our life, but like sunshine and rainy days, it can also give us darkness. To many, emotions is a gift, yet to others, emotions is a curse, that if let free, can become the greatest source of human suffering and regret and resentment. Knows that if you can't control the emotion, it will control you. Knows that if you neglect its influence, it will consume you, to trap you in your ego, to enslave you for its own desire, to seek for what it hungers, that is the greed for power and attention and pleasure, and worst of all, to absolutely avoid the discomfort, the irrational fears, the pains of failures that are all holding you back from growing and advancing at all costs. Emotions, so powerful, can cloud our vision and our understanding of the world around us, of what is truly happening and what really matters to us. It leads us to live within a narrow perspective of life and make us ignorant of the reality by shielding our awareness away from the facts, away from the truth, and away from the countless of other possibilities that can bring us one step closer to enlightenment. Emotions turn us inward, make us think selfishly, and speak cruelly, and react carelessly, only to find ourselves suffocating beautiful relationships and destroying extensive growth and progresses that we have been building and dreaming of throughout our entire life. Being constantly emotional in a world full of emotionalism is one of the greatest reasons for the birth of weak men today. So many have become the slaves to their own emotions and blindly follows what the hearts tell them to do, without realizing that for every decision they make comes with the consequences of their own doing. Instead of choosing to think, many choose to react. Instead of choosing to be objective, many choose to be subjective with their thoughts and behaviors and actions. What we are seeing predominantly today is the disease of irrationality that have deeply ingrained inside the human animal, preventing them from reaching their full potential and their ability to love and embrace life. Hence, it is more important than ever for each of us to break out of our instinctual compulsion, to develop the rationality, and recognize and counteract with this powerful force of our own nature, and to master our emotions and becomes the master of our own life. To be rational is to understand the why in the way you feel and the way you act. To be the master of your emotions is to understand the how in the way you use and direct your emotional energies. To be the master of your own life is to first know yourself thoroughly. That means ask yourself questions the moments you feel an impulse to react or to make a certain decisions under an emotional state. what makes you angry? What makes you sad? What makes you feel the way you feel right now? Is your emotional reactions justified or not? By knowing if there's a logic behind your emotions, you can learn to express it and guide it constructively toward the process of pursuing what you desire. In contrast, by knowing if it is irrationality that fuels your emotions, you can learn to contain it and redirect it to overcome whatever that lies within you, whether that is your fear or your greed or your impulsiveness, to then alter your thoughts and take meaningful actions that can benefit you and those around. Having a full grasp of your own emotional nature, you can get into the habit of taking a step back in the moment, to detach yourself from the chaos of the feelings, to look at the bigger picture of the world, and to approach situations with solutions initiate from an open and objective mindset. That way, you will become more rational and long-term oriented with your decisions and your thinking, and you will be able to see the reality for what it is, instead of assuming for what it is not. Developing the rationality is a must in today's society, for it is the only way to govern the emotions and utilize your power, overcoming the truest fear and achieving the truest desires. Do not ever be a slave to your own emotions. Recognize it, understand it, and control it, because the man who can master his emotion will be the man who masters his life and the future of his own realities. Alright, that's it for today. Like, comment, subscribe if you appreciate the message. Let me know if you disagree or agree down in the comment. Cool. See you in the next videos. Peace.